The Berlin Wall, a stark symbol of the Cold War, not only divided a city but also etched a distinct line through architectural styles. In its shadow, East Berlin emerged with a unique architectural identity, heavily influenced by the German Democratic Republic's socialist principles. Amidst the city's reconstruction efforts after World War II, a particular type of building began to dominate the East Berlin skyline, the Plattenbau. These prefabricated apartment blocks, often towering structures made from concrete slabs, became synonymous with life in the GDR. Beyond their functional purpose, Plattenbaus were imbued with a deeper social significance. They represented the GDR's commitment to providing affordable, modern housing for all its citizens, a stark contrast to the perceived inequalities of the capitalist West. Today, long after the fall of the Berlin Wall, these concrete giants continue to define the cityscape of what was once East Berlin. Plattenbaus, a term derived from the German words Platt, panel, and Bau, building, were a ubiquitous sight in East Germany and other Soviet bloc countries. These prefabricated structures were a product of necessity and ideology, serving as a rapid and cost-effective solution to the post-war housing crisis. Factories churned out standardized concrete slabs, walls, and even entire rooms, which were then transported to construction sites and assembled like giant Lego sets. This industrialized approach to building allowed for incredible speed and efficiency. Apartments were compact but generally well-equipped, with running water, heating, and indoor plumbing, amenities that were not always a given in post-war housing. Shared courtyards, playgrounds, and local amenities fostered a sense of collective living, reflecting the socialist ideals of the GDR. Life in these concrete communities was a far cry from the individualistic ethos often associated with the West. The construction of Plattenbaus was a monumental undertaking, fraught with challenges. The GDR's ambitious building program demanded speed and efficiency, often at the expense of quality and craftsmanship. The pressure to meet quotas and deadlines sometimes led to shortcuts and compromises in construction. The GDR faced chronic shortages of building materials, particularly high-quality concrete and steel. Despite these challenges, the construction of Plattenbaus was a remarkable feat of engineering and logistics. The speed at which these concrete communities sprang up across East Germany was a testament to the determination and ingenuity of the workers and engineers involved. However, the human cost of this rapid construction should not be overlooked. For millions of East Germans, Plattenbaus were more than just concrete dwellings. They were homes, communities, and a microcosm of life under the GDR regime. Inside, apartments were designed to be functional and egalitarian, reflecting the GDR's commitment to providing modern housing for all. While modest in size, they generally featured modern conveniences like running water, central heating, and indoor plumbing. The standardized layouts, often criticized for their lack of individuality, fostered a sense of equality. A worker's family might reside in an apartment nearly identical to that of a doctor or teacher, blurring traditional social hierarchies. Communal spaces, such as courtyards, playgrounds, and local shops, were integral to Plattenbau life. These areas became hubs for social interaction, where children played freely, neighbors chatted, and a strong sense of community thrived. The fall of the Berlin Wall in 1989 marked a turning point, not only for Germany, but also for the architectural legacy of the GDR. Plattenbaus, once symbols of socialist ambition, suddenly found themselves in a new era, facing an uncertain future. Initially, there was a wave of skepticism and even disdain towards these concrete giants. They were often seen as remnants of a repressive regime associated with the hardships and restrictions of life in East Germany. However, as Berlin began the long process of reunification, the fate of the Plattenbaus became a complex issue. Demolishing them would erase a significant part of the city's history and displace thousands of residents, many of whom had called these buildings home for decades. The Plattenbaus, for better or worse, were an integral part of East Berlin's identity, and their story was intricately woven into the city's narrative. As Berlin entered the 21st century, attitudes towards Plattenbaus began to shift. The initial impulse to demolish gave way to a more nuanced approach, one that recognized their historical significance and the practical need for affordable housing in a rapidly changing city. Instead of demolition, Renovation and reinvention became the new watchwords. Architects and city planners began to explore innovative ways to modernize these concrete giants, making them more energy efficient, aesthetically pleasing, and better suited to the needs of a modern society. Drab facades were brightened with colorful paint, transforming once monotonous blocks into vibrant pieces of urban art. Inside, apartments were redesigned to create more open and flexible living spaces, reflecting changing lifestyles and demographics. Communal areas were also revitalized, with an emphasis on creating green spaces, playgrounds, and community centers that fostered a sense of belonging. In conclusion, the legacy of East Berlin's DDR architecture stands as a testament to resilience and innovation. These concrete giants, once symbols of division and scarcity, have been transformed into vibrant communities that reflect the dynamic spirit of a reunified Berlin. The journey of the Plattenbaus is a narrative of transformation, where history and modernity coexist, and where the past is not erased but rather embraced and reimagined. As we look to the future, these structures remind us that even the most utilitarian of designs can be reborn with creativity, care, and a commitment to community. They stand as enduring monuments to a city that, despite its turbulent history, continues to evolve and thrive. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the architectural legacy of East Berlin. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more fascinating explorations of urban history and design. Until next time, keep discovering the stories that shape our world.